Hi, good morning. It's Keela, and basically, I wanted to talk about how I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I got beat up real bad right here in my face, and I used to get beat up really bad by my sibling. The boy that beat me up last night, I don't know. I was telling another black stranger to leave me alone last night because he's been stalking me recently in the rest area that I've been in. And I haven't wanted him to be around me because he looks like my mom, and that just triggers memories for me and that I don't want while I'm trying to heal. So if I don't want the person around me that I've told several times to leave me alone, like normally when the person have common sense to leave that person alone, but he keeps trying like, oh, here, you can look at my phone, you can look at my art, you can look at what I'm doing, and I'm not interested in that person sharing their life with me. And they should know when, negative energy is there. So like someone's telling you to go away, and this person doesn't have the common sense to perceive when I'm saying, no, go off, I don't want your attention, I don't want to spend time with you. So I told them that directly, and they still won't leave me alone. I'm like, their company that they are looking to have or seeking can come elsewhere, and I don't appreciate that. I just happen to not be the person that wants to spend, any time with you. So I don't appreciate them wanting to do that. It's like they're trying to force me to do that. Like how my brother used to force me, and how, my mom used to force me to do things. And I learned that that was not right in my life. I had to go through trauma counseling, and I learned that that was not love. So I appreciate the Battered Women and Children's Shelter for helping me. And I appreciate family violence and prevention services helping me in my life, period. This boy that came up and hit me last night was offended that I was telling a black stalker to leave me alone and get out my face. And he's all like, you need to shut the heck up. And I'm like, no, you need to stay out of my business. And he's like, no, you need to shut the heck up. And I'm like, and then he started punching me. And, I have these wounds now. I got admitted to the hospital. They evaluated me. They checked to see if I was okay. I just had some ice compresses and everything, but they couldn't really do much else for me. My lip is still pretty swollen. I have some cuts in my mouth, and it smells pretty swollen. My nose is bleeding still on the side here. My face is still pretty swollen. But other than that, no, I didn't know the person at all. And it was really unusual. I don't expect people to come out of the blue and just hurt people like that. I can't imagine what haters I could have here in San Antonio, Texas. I don't know very many people. So that was coming out of the blue. That's unusual. I don't friend everybody. I don't tell everybody my name. I don't, spread my business to everybody. So, it's just pretty much like, hey, I'm a social person, but I know it's going to be with people who have the same interests in. That's common sense. So I don't personally appreciate when someone's going to come out of the blue and hurt me like that. And so it's happened to me in the past. I had to get counseling for it, and I don't want it to happen to me again in the future. Psychologically, I know those people have something wrong with them, or they must be on substance abuse or alcohol abuse, the way I've seen in my life from another individual and other individuals in my life. And I don't want to be around that negative environment anymore, because I try to build positivity in my life, and I'm still going to continue to cause that positive flow in my life. I don't know if those are haters that look at my content and are against me loving Asian men, because that's my personal choice to love what I love. That's no one else's decision to make for myself. I don't appreciate other people trying to tell me who to love or what to love in my life. It's not theirs, and that was disrespect. I don't disrespect other people. I don't tell them how to handle their love life or what they should put within their life and how to build up themselves. So I don't expect that to happen to me. Like, I'm no one's mentor, I'm no one's counselor. So, I expect to just grow and, evaluate the situation for what it is, and, just realize I need to stay away, from people that are not going to want to support me on the path that I'm on. There are a lot of times where I think it's a conspiracy setup, and that my mom and brother are behind every person that wants to force themselves in my life like that. Why they're stalking me, and I hope it doesn't continue. I don't want that to happen in my life anymore, so I hope it stops. But on the long story short, I just want to make sure that I heal and grow from this process and just develop as an individual, so I don't have to go through that anymore. I'm a Me Too survivor and a family violence survivor, so I'm spreading my story now. My family violence happened for years, so I'm glad I'm speaking about it now. It didn't just happen here in San Antonio, it happened in Canada, where I was born as well, but, I was always told, don't talk about it, don't say anything to people. And, now I am, and now my heart is growing. So, and I'm able to connect to others and be more social, because that's not something to keep inside. Thank you, Alyssa Milano, for being a major inspiration in my life and telling women to be more confident, because you inspired me. I don't know where I'd be today without you. And I hope other people learn to grow and speak about their life traumas as well. And speak up and don't hold back until it's too late like I did. All right, well, have a great day, and thanks for listening. Bye. Hi, Tequila again. I'd just like to follow through with an update on my condition of my head injury. When someone punched me recently, a complete stranger who I didn't even know, and decided to attack me. So, upon that, they were trying to allegedly, I guess, make me feel calm or something, but punching someone never relieves someone from the post-traumatic stress that they're going through, because it is a disorder within a human that people experience, and triggers can trigger it in any type of way. So my reaction, I don't believe, was responded to accurately by this person punching me. So I do believe that person was wrong for attacking me. It's not okay. At the same time, though, I was hoping to heal from my post-traumatic stress disorder while I'm going through this journey, and that, I don't know, it's hard for me to contemplate the situation that's going on right now. I've never experienced an attack from a stranger like this before, at this, in my face like this at all. I've never been punched like this. It's very unusual. There's still swelling around my eyes, you can tell. It's a black eye now. There's still swelling right here in my high cheekbone. As you can tell, this cheek is flat. This cheek has bruising. It's higher up. And right here, it's swelling in my cheek because it was punched. There was a really hard shock to the side of my face, and the scar is still there. There's extreme bleeding coming down from my nose. My lip is still bruised. Just the bottom lip. My teeth are still loose. Just bruising on the inside of my inner cheek over here. And the shock to the back of my head back here is still pretty extreme. There's pain and swelling back here and in different parts at the top of my head. So I think when they hit me in my face, they had hit me like several times, like 5 times, I believe. And so the shock was to like different parts of my head. So sometimes there'll be like synapses and like different neurons in my brain that, hurt a lot because of the different connecting tissues and neurons, sending messages that pain has occurred, or that the cerebellum in the back was, shocked. So there's a lot, like even if I turn my head a certain way, the pain will be right back there. And it's not so good. So I'm still trying to heal from that. I just take the Tylenol, to heal. And I hope it gets better soon. This is just a following update to see how I'm doing a few days later. But thanks again for watching, and take care.